This Stoic habit will end your anxiety. Marcus Aurelius' Silent Rule, Part 1. The paradox of anxiety. The more you try to control, the more you lose control. There's a strange paradox in modern life. The more we try to control our emotions, the more chaotic they become. The more we want to be calm, the more tense we feel. The harder we try to escape anxiety, the more it clings to us. Have you ever felt that? When a late message makes you restless all morning, when a small meeting causes your heart to pound, when a minor work mistake turns into days of obsessive worry, and you tell yourself, I need to calm down. But the harder you try, the less control you have. So the question is, why? Why do our efforts to reassure ourselves only make us more anxious? And why is it that only a few people, like Marcus Aurelius, can keep their minds still like a calm lake amidst overwhelming pressure? The answer lies in one habit, a rule that seems simple, but transforms the way we face anxiety. Part 2, Modern Tension, when the mind is always stretched. We live in an era where everything is urgent, loud, and demands instant reaction. Each morning you wake to an alarm piercing your ears, a flood of phone notifications, and an inbox full of unread emails. Social media reminds you that others are doing better, living brighter lives, while you seem to be left behind. In a world like this, feeling anxious isn't abnormal, it's the default. The danger is that we get used to stress without realizing it's slowly draining our mental energy every single day. The pressure to respond quickly, to do more, to succeed constantly, and worst of all, to always appear okay. The biggest trap isn't work, it's the relentless expectations from ourselves and the world around us. Marcus Aurelius, Stoic emperor and philosopher, once wrote, "If you are distressed by anything external, the pain is not due to the thing itself, but to your estimate of it, and this you have the power to revoke at any moment." That's not just a comforting thought, it's a wake-up call. The chaos outside only gets in when we drop our guard within. The issue isn't the modern world. The issue is that we've never been trained to stand still in a world that never stops moving. That's why Stoicism is essential, not as an ancient theory, but as a modern life skill to keep your mind clear amid emotional storms. Part 3, the root of anxiety. What we control and what we don't. Stoicism begins with a principle so simple it feels ruthless. Some things are within your control, some are not. This comes from Epictetus, a slave-turned-philosopher, and his entire life proves that truth. We can't control the weather, unstable jobs, people who dislike us, or a world filled with injustice. But we can control the one thing that defines our inner life: how we respond. Anxiety doesn't come from events. It comes from trying to control the uncontrollable. We want things to go our way. We want people to understand us. We want life to be like this. But life doesn't care about wants. It just happens. And the more we try to control it, the more we fear losing control. That is the modern human paradox. Marcus Aurelius saw this clearly 2,000 years ago. Do not let your mind be overwhelmed by the future. Return to the present moment. That's all you ever have. Our minds are trapped between what is past and what hasn't come, while the only thing we truly possess is now. Seneca, who lived in the chaos of Roman politics, wrote, "We suffer more often in imagination than in reality." He emphasized that most of what causes our anxiety hasn't happened, yet our minds react as if it's real. From the Stoic view, the issue is not emotion itself, it's unexamined reaction. Emotions come, that's natural. But whether we react, that's a choice. Imagine standing in front of someone about to yell at you. Reflex makes you yell back, but self-command allows you to stand still, observe, and decide whether it's worth losing your peace. To distinguish between reflex, reaction, and choice is the heart of Stoicism. Stoics don't suppress emotion. They train themselves not to become its slave. Part 4, 3 practical Stoic habits to reduce anxiety. You don't need a therapy room or a perfect piece of advice. Just begin with these 3 practices, simple but powerful enough to reshape your inner life. 1. Write down what you can and cannot control. When anxiety rises, your mind spins in assumptions. Do this every morning or when emotions surge. Take a sheet of paper and make 2 columns, what I can control and what I cannot control. You'll be surprised, the second column is always longer, but that doesn't make you weak. It frees your mind from unnecessary battles. Epictetus said, "Don't seek for things to happen the way you want them to. Rather wish that what happens be the way it happens. Then you will be peaceful." Writing it down shifts your mind from vague emotion to clear, intentional action. 2. Practice worst-case scenarios. Like a Stoic soldier, Seneca called this premeditatio malorum, foreseeing adversity. Sounds pessimistic? It's not. Stoics aren't pessimists, they prepare. Picture the worst thing that might happen today. A harsh email, a rejection, a failed plan. Then ask, if this truly happens, what will I do? Mental preparation strips away surprise and gives you strength. Marcus Aurelius reminded himself each morning, "Today I shall meet the ungrateful, the arrogant, the deceitful, but I cannot let them steal my peace." 3. Stoic meditation, silent observation of thought. Unlike Eastern styles, Stoic meditation doesn't ask you to empty the mind. It asks you to face your thoughts as they are. Sit down, close your eyes, and watch your thoughts drift like clouds. Don't resist. Don't cling. Just notice. A worry arises. Whisper, "I'm thinking this thought." That is the moment you return to the driver's seat instead of being the hostage of your mind. As Epictetus taught, it's not events that disturb people, but their judgments about them. If you've made it here, you're already learning how to reclaim your inner life. And if you'd like to walk that journey with us, subscribe to Stoic Bloom. We won't solve all your problems, but we'll help you stop being ruled by them. You can also comment, "I'm practicing peace," just one sentence to remind yourself and to remind others, you are not alone. Part 5, reflection and inner inquiry. Now pause. No need to answer, no need to fix anything. Just observe this question. When you worry, what are you really afraid of? Losing control? A future that hasn't come? What others may think? Epictetus said, "Men are disturbed not by things, but by the views they take of them." That quote isn't to comfort you. It's to free you from the invisible chains you've placed on yourself. You are not your emotions. You are the one observing them. You don't need to fix everything. You don't need to save the world. You only need to protect your mind from being pulled into chaos. If you feel overwhelmed, try stepping back, not to escape, but to see clearly. What truly deserves your concern? What will still matter a year from now? What is within your reach right now? Stoics don't seek answers in the outer world. They turn inward. They observe. They discern. And they act at the right time, in the right place, for the right cause. You can do this too. Begin with one simple choice. Preserve your inner stillness amidst the noise. Part 6, philosophical conclusion. Marcus Aurelius once wrote a quote I always carry with me, especially when life begins to scream. "Be like the rock that the waves keep crashing over. It stands unmoved, and the raging of the sea falls still around it." You don't need to be a superhero. You don't need to be perfect, fearless, or unshakable. You just need to remember you are not a victim of emotion. You are the one who chooses your response. Anxiety, if you let it, can swallow your reason, swallow your joy. But if you face it with the eyes of a Stoic, you'll see it's just a wave. It comes, it goes, it's not you. You are not weak. You simply haven't been taught to see things in their proper place in nature. And that's why you're here relearning the art of living that Marcus Aurelius, Epictetus, and Seneca spent their lives practicing. The art of holding inner peace in the eye of life's storm. The art of acting rightly in silence, and letting silence be proof of strength. If you're learning how to stay grounded in a chaotic world, stay with Stoic Bloom. Each video is a quiet moment to return to yourself. Leave a comment. What part of your life has anxiety taken that you now want to reclaim? Like, subscribe, share this if it awakens something in you, because maybe you'll help someone else find their way back home. Stoic Bloom. Peace doesn't come from calm surroundings, it comes from choosing calm in the midst of everything.